Hi, my name is Cameron Carlson with AnimeOnLocation.tv. I'm here at Matsuricon 2013. I have with me Mr. J. Michael Tatum, who seems to have a moment for himself.
Hi.
How you doing?
The texture on this thing is amazing. Reminds me of high school. So, hi, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. I love you.
I know.
Love you. Let's see if
Okay.
I can screw you up again.
So, it's true that you've been traveling for the entire month of August.
Hey, lie. Who are you talking to? You don't know what I'm talking about. What? August? Yeah, I've been at home this entire time. I'm not even really here. This is a hologram.
So you mean your French experience in Montreal was not true and you got to embrace your character?
You're a stalker. Oh, my God. Yes, I've been traveling the entire month of August, and actually 2 weeks before August and 1 week after, because after this I go to a con in Sacramento. I go to Sac Anime, which sounds like, fun. Sounds like fun. I'm just going to say. Yeah, no, it was great. Montreal was fantastic. I think the weirdest experience in my career is having French people say, do the French laugh. And then and when you're like, and they just go, no, not bad. It's really, really awesome. I love it. I did not want to come home, except that I wanted to come here, so I came home to repack and come here again, because I love Ohio. Montreal, though, if you ever get the chance to, and it's Montreal, and they'll explain to you why the T is silent, but it should be Montreal. I ate duck for every meal. Every friggin' meal. I'm pretty sure the mayonnaise was made of duck tears.
Now, but you did take a chance to record for your awesome podcast back in July, which was fantastic to hear.
Thank you.
How can fans? What if they didn't hear that? What's up with that episode? I hear it's a pretty fun episode.
It is pretty funny. That's the one we had Anthony Bowling on, and Anthony Bowling is hysterical. You get Anthony Bowling and Terry in the same room. Holy God! I just sat there eating popcorn the whole time, watching this back and forth, going, "Holy crap! That's amazing! What just happened there?" That's a great metaphor for what the episode was like. So that was I couldn't have timed that better.
No.
So yeah, it was fantastic. And if you want to listen to it, just go to thatanimeshow.com. I think is the website. Is that it? You know more than I do. What am I working on, Cameron? What do I do? What size are my pants?
I would say 13s.
Damn, you're good. So yeah, that's great, and we have more stuff looking forward to once I'm done with my epic bout of travel, and I can relax to record that zany thing that is task. So yes,
And we know of your Whovian side in that you love Doctor Who. Now, there are many strong opinions on the 12th Doctor.
Yes.
What is your take on the new Doctor, knowing that he's older, a little bit more wiser, as his journeys have continued?
I'm excited. I'm always excited for a new Doctor, because the show is about new Doctors for me. I love seeing what another actor will do with the character. As an actor, that fascinates me, the whole process, and I suppose I love it as an actor, kind of in a self-serving way, because maybe one day I'll get to play the Doctor. Probably not, because I'm not British, but I play one on television. I like the older aspects, because we've been getting younger and cuter, and that's fine, but that's kind of cliche. Nothing against Tennant. Tennant is wonderful, of course, and Matt Smith is, Matt Smith is sublime. But it's nice that they're getting older now. I want to see, it's wonderful to remind audiences that, yes, there are many cute young people out there that are fabulous actors. There's a lot of older people out there that are fabulous as well, really. And people that have opinions on it, I'm like, well, whatever. I'm reserving judgment until I actually see the performance. I know that Capaldi, though, is amazing. He's been in the franchise. He was amazing in Children of Earth, right? And in the Pompeii episode, which is one of the classic Dr. Donna ones. So he's already part of the Doctor Who universe, so why not? It's going to be fantastic. He looks like a doctor to me. I can't wait to see what he looks like and how he plays it. If he impressed Moffat and the gang, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Gets my stamp of approval. If it's good enough for Moffat, by God, it's good enough for me.
I remember somebody made a meme on the internet of the Doctor meets the Doctor for the first time ever.
Yeah. Oh,
I
love it. I love it. Time travel.
So this is your first time here to Matsuricon, and also you get to come back to Ohio as well.
Right.
How was that time? Instead of seeing it buried under 6 feet of snow, you now see it with green. Yeah.
It's like a whole city. I didn't know where I was. I'm like, am I in Columbus? Everything is like, there's brick and mortar and not just white everywhere. Because it's not actually my first time, as you know, in this particular convention space, so it's kind of weird. It's like I expect to, every time I go outside, I expect to wrap up and oh hell, my coat's in the room. Wait, no, it's summer. I love it here, though. I love it here. It's really fun. Everyone here is so freaking cool and so sweet, and they have such an energy about them that it's easy for me to absorb, and it makes me young, all of you. It's fantastic. I don't want to go home. But I am coming back. I get to come back. I know I'll come back soon. You can't keep me away. You can't keep me away.
No, I
John.
cannot.
You can't
No.
keep me away
No.
from you. You see, I stalk you as well.
I know you do.
I was there when you bought this hat. You just didn't know it.
Exactly. So you also had the chance to go work out in L.A. How was that experience going, being able to go out to the West Coast, working with all those fantastic other people out there? Because I know you had a great host to help you get along in the city.
I did. My darling friend Lauren Landa, who's amazing. She and I are like brother and sister, and which is great to say that I'm like, know her is, God, it's wonderful. But I mean, like, the fact that she's such a close friend, and she was kind enough to let me stay with her while I recorded on something that I can't talk about just yet, but it was really awesome, and I was very excited, and the people I got to work with. I was in LA for the first time ever, and hopefully one of many to come. So,
yeah, because I saw you had that awesome picture of being in the record store going, records.
Yes, Amoeba Records. Oh my God. I was overwhelmed by choices. You could spend a year in that store and not see half of it. It's amazing. That's how every music store should be. What happened? Oh, Chuck dropped a piano. That's a perfectly English sentence.
Chuck dropped a piano.
Chuck dropped a piano. Actually happened just now. Chuck dropped a piano. You can't see it. It's a disaster area.
So now in your voice acting roles, how do you compose your speech for a character in such an eloquent sound? I mean, you write, and everyone goes, oh, that was Tatum that wrote that line, right? And then, of course, you're just the depth of range that you have with your voice. I mean, I watch some of these characters and I'm like, where does this man learn to do this? How did you do it?
I think a lot of it comes from the fact, and if I could get serious for a moment, I think a lot of it comes from the... No, really, I'm going to get serious, and then I'll pinch your ass. When I was a kid, of course, as you know, I had a debilitating speech impediment. I didn't speak at all for years. I was about 8 or 9 before I actually started uttering consistent phrases, because I was just terrible at it. I used to carry around a clipboard like you have to write things on it because I couldn't speak. And so when I learned to speak, I took speech therapy with a lovely British woman, which is why my accent is never very far from Britain, as it turns out. And for 5 or 6 years with this woman, and she trained me. And I suppose, the reason I got into acting is because we found, much like the King's Speech, which makes me cry like a 4-year-old every time I see it, because I completely relate to that experience. We found that if given a script or a poem to recite or something to read, the stutter disappeared. Good. So I learned how to have my own voice by adopting the voices of characters that were presented to me, and it just kind of took root. And I don't know that... I wish I could tell you that there's some strange alchemy in my head and there's a method to it, and here it is, and the secret of being an actor is this. I have no clue how it works. It's all very obscure to me. It comes in some level, I think, because it's just my relationship to my own voice is such that I speak through characters all the time, whether I'm in the booth, out of it. I mean, right now, and this is real and genuine, but this is a character I play. This is J. Michael Tatum in con mode, and so... it's not to say that I'm not genuine or that I'm not real, but it's kind of that Walt Whitman-esque, what's the phrase? Do I contradict myself? Fine, I contradict myself. I contain multitudes. Right, and I just did that. So I think that's how. I think acting comes very easy to me because I think it's how I find out who I am. And I suppose my range is just it's a result, the byproduct of my constantly experimenting with my voice and with mannerisms and with my words and when I write them. It's just this wonderful little melting pot where nothing quite melts, So, thank you. That was a really good question. I love it. The rest of these were okay. But that one in particular, I like. That one's more of those. More of those.
So now, of course, I believe you have carrier pigeon to deliver all your messages to and from Texas for your fans to keep up with you.
Yes, and now I have this really, really cool thing called an ocelot, which actually plays chess. Oh my God, he checkmates me every 5 moves. He can checkmate me. This ocelot, true story. He runs back and forth between various regions. Right now, the furthest he gets is St. Louis. Okay. But he can get to St. Louis and back in about 10 weeks.
Hunting some birds while he goes. Maybe accidentally take down the carrier pigeon, get its message.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's yeah. Oh, I didn't plan that very well, did I?
Nope.
I wonder where the carrier pigeons had gone to.
So. I do believe you do have a bird that is blue that you use quite often to get...
I do like to Twitter. Lately, if you want to see it, ladies or men, God knows I like seeing it. There's a picture of me and Travis Willingham flexing in a ridiculous way. That's my latest tweet. I just spit on you. We've been doing this for a long time, you
Yes,
and
we
I.
have.
I have never actually spit on you before.
No.
I feel we've crossed a certain threshold.
Now we're just best of friends even more.
In some countries, we'd be married now.
True enough.
Let's make this happen.
And then, so of course, we love to talk about your projects that you're in, and anything you want to update from June that we didn't get to hear about that you're now allowed to talk about.
Let's see. The one that comes to mind that I'm really excited about that I got to work on as an adaptive writer with my favorite colleague, Patrick Seitz.
Oh, God.
We got to work on Future Diaries.
Yes.
Which is coming out very soon. I don't know the date. Oh, it's soon. It's very soon.
It's sometime October.
Yeah. It's just right around the corner. And Future Diaries is hilariously fun. It's dark and it's good. But Patrick, mind you, we started writing on it just as we came off of Steins Gate. So it was really funny. The director would approach us and be like, "Now I decide there's a lot of time paradoxes," and we're like, "We got this. We effing got this. It's fine." We're like, "Oh, who's your time paradox? Who's your little time paradox? You are. So Future Diaries is really fun. I also got to be in it, so that's really fun too. More I really can't talk about. There's a lot of stuff in the fire, a lot of irons. I will say now, just so you people can be the first ones to hear this, because I can't actually tell you what it is. I just got a wonderful piece of news yesterday that I will be working on a show that I think everyone will be very excited to hear about when it happens. I have to tease you. You don't know what it is. I promise you don't know what it is. And it's not Doctor Who. God, it's not Doctor Who. I can tell you that. But I get to be part of something really, really cool. And when no kidding, when I got the word from on high, I did some cartwheels in my hotel room. Yeah, housekeeping hates me. So yes, you didn't hear it here first.
Alrighty, and now you have a lot of fans and a lot of friends. What would you like to say to all of them that are currently watching?
Oh my God, stop giving me things to eat, please. No, it's fine. That's fine. I do eat them.
Like that chocolate cake last night?
Oh my God, shut up, I hate you. That chocolate cake. I was eating this chocolate cake like a 4-year-old. That looked very bad. I just did that. Let me spit on you again.
It's fine, because we're best of friends.
Yeah. No, I think, oh my God, every time I come to these conventions, I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude because all of you are so amazing. You have no idea. You are. I mean, I say this all the time, but it's true. There's nothing truer. The fans and the friends and the people I make, like yourself, really, and even this stupid hat. I love everything about it. You are all the single best thing about what I get to do for a living. And what I get to do for a living is pretty goddamn amazing. So thank you. Keep being amazing, because you're the people we do it for. You inspire us. You have no idea, but you inspire us. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I always have a great pleasure talking with you here at AnimeLocation.tv. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Bye, everyone. I'm going to go back to my pillar.
J. Michael Tatum, everyone.